Unit 1 notes, diamond problems. This is on the bottom of the first page of the Unit 1 notes, below the integers information. And diamond problems, hopefully you've done these before. If not, they're kind of fun. It's kind of like a game. But the way it works is you have a diamond, and you have values that are on the left and right hand sides of the diamond, so like A and B. And then there's a top of the diamond up here and a bottom of the diamond up here. And you're going to end up with 4 values, one in each spot. And the way it works is pretty easy. The top of the diamond is always the product of the two sides, the left and right. And the bottom of the diamond is always the sum of the two sides, left and right. But this is where you have to be kind of good at working with integers. Of course, being able to add and subtract them and then multiply them. So, first example to the right, and this one over here. I have -4 on the left and 7 on the right. So to find the top of the diamond, I would multiply those together. So -4 times 7 is -28. So that goes on top. And the bottom of the diamond would be -4 plus 7, which will be 3. Okay, so a diamond is complete when there's a value in all 4 locations. Now, the diamond to the right, on the far right, this one's a little trickier because you have the product of two numbers on top and you have the sum of the two numbers on the bottom. But you have to determine which numbers would I put on the left and right so that their product is 12 and their sum is -7. So what I like to do in this situation is take the 12 from the top and write it off to the side, and then try to think of every way I can multiply two numbers together that would get me 12 as the answer. One option would be 1 times 12. Another option would be 2 times 6. And another option would be 3 times 4. And that's all the possible ways to multiply two integers to get 12. Now, I want to pick the pair that I could make add up to the -7 on the bottom. And here's where you kind of have to remember that the only way I'm going to get -7 is to make at least one of these numbers negative. But if one was negative, then the top number, the product, would be negative itself. So the only way to get the top number to be positive and the bottom number to be negative is if both values I'm multiplying and adding together are negative. So now it becomes pretty obvious that -3 and -4 is the way. If I add those together, I get -7. If I multiply them together, I get +12. So there's my answer. -3 and -4. Now the diamond is completely filled in. For example A, towards the bottom, again I have the top and bottom numbers and not the side numbers. So I take the top number, write it off to the side. That's 1 times 8 is a way to get 8. And 2 times 4 is a way to get 8. Now, there's no other ways to multiply two integers together to get 8. So now I just think, which one of those pairs of numbers, 1 and 8 or 2 and 4, could I add together and get 6? And obviously 2 and 4 is the way to get 6. So I'd write a 2 here and a 4 here. Now, it does not matter the order you write those in. I could have put the 4 on this side and the 2 on this side. It does not matter, okay? So however you want to do that. Example B, this is one of the easier ones because I have the two numbers. All I have to do is multiply them to make them the top and add them to make them the bottom. That's pretty straightforward. On C, these aren't too bad. Remember, this number times this number would give me the top, the -28. So to find the number I'm missing, all I'd have to do is divide the top number by the side number, and that's -7. So I can put the -7 here. And you could just double check quickly. 4 times -7 is -28, so that is correct. And then I would add those two numbers together to get the bottom. 4 plus negative 7 would be negative 3. Okay, so these can be fun. They can also get tricky sometimes because like on this example right here, in this example right here, you may have to do some investigative work to figure out what two numbers are they talking about. And I always start with the top number and figure out how did they get that product? Like what two numbers could they have used to multiply together? And then out of the choices I come up with, I try to figure out the bottom number. So good luck. These are really fun. I hope you have fun doing them.